You see this, guys? This is fresh mint. This is what you call food security. Now, now is the time. In the early spring, you're gonna find mints growing up in your garden very fast. The more you harvest them, the more they produce. So what you do now is the time for you to harvest them, and you could put some to dry, you could put some in the fridge, however you choose. But look right here. Fresh mint just grows up in the garden every year. From me planting them one time. Different type of mint growing up in your yard every year. This is what we call food security, guys. Saving you a lot of money, growing healthy. You know how they grow. They grows in your garden. This is a blessing, and this is food security, guys. We got to remember that. Time Commander, how you doing? Blessing to each and everyone. I'm assuming I was gonna ask him. Wait, hold on. I'm in zone 5, I need to build a greenhouse. Yes, if you're in zone 5, and trust me, you need to be growing a greenhouse. That could help you a lot. Jamaican is zone 13. Okay. Where is this garden? Jamaica? No, this is not Jamaica. This is not in Jamaica. I have bad moles problem. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Wow. Okay, okay. Yeah, I love bell pepper too. You know, guys, on this channel, we grow 8-foot bell pepper tree, guys. We grow 8-foot bell pepper tree here. Thank you for slapping that like button, man. Guys, smash that like button, guys. Listen to me, man. This is live gardening. This ain't nothing nobody trying to make up. This is live gardening I'm giving you guys here. Smash that like button. So what I'm going to do as well, I'm cleaning up right now. So when I finish clean up, like I mentioned, I'm gonna give you guys a garden tour of how the garden look, how the plants them growing, the progress. All right. You need one raspberry bush, then this spread. Yes, I have raspberry bush down to the bottom down there. Sometimes I got to cut them back because, my gosh, this spread. So yes, guys, I'm going to harvest more mints, and I'm going to clean up. Then I'm going to give you guys a harvest. So just enjoy the view meanwhile. All right, guys, you see here? This is what we call food security, guys. You see what happened here? This is fresh seasoning from the garden. We have scallion, we have parsley. This is fresh seasoning from the garden, guys. Food security. This is why, and like I say, guys, you don't have to have acres of land to grow these. You could grow these in containers. You could grow these wherever. The good thing about these, they come back every year. Sorry for my hands, guys, but you see what I'm doing. The good thing about it, they come back every year. So a lot of plants I have in my garden, I only have to plant them once. And once I plant them, they're gonna come back every year. And this is the type of garden you wanna set up, because like fruit trees, most they come back every year. You wanna set up that, like garlic, you wanna make sure that you don't plant. When you harvest in your garlic, you wanna make sure that you leave a few in the ground when you harvest. Try not to harvest all your garlic, because if you leave a few in the ground, they come back in the spring. You see what I'm saying? So certain things you just need to leave in your garden. Don't harvest everything. Shout out to everyone. I appreciate you all. Yes. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button. Thank you for the support. Blessings, everyone. Blessings. Blessings, blessings. What a go on, people. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, I went for my phone because today I have some plans. I went for my phone because there are some plans. I wanna take picture of them and try see if I can identify them. That's basically what I'm trying to do today. There's a lot of plants because I've seen a few plants over there, and one of the plants, I can't remember the name, but the plant is a plant. It produces a berry. It produces a red berry, and they claim it go to, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I'm just talking from what research said. The berry is good for prevent prostate. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying. It good to prevent prostate. So it's so prevent, not cure. A thing we just get mixed up with, guys. This is why we got to take care of our health and pay attention. Because what we do get mixed up with is we wait until situation happen to us. Then we start to run and trying to drink all different type of herbs, trying to eat better. Sometimes the situation could go on pretty far. And because the situation gone pretty far, the herbs might be able to help. The herb might be able to reverse it. So this is why you got to take your health into your hand. And from time to time, you know, you drink some nice fresh herbs, some fresh tea. Make sure you do your research on these type of herbs before you use them, because I'm going to tell you this too. Sometimes there might be a herb that works for a person and it heals them, it helps them. But that doesn't mean it's going to work for you, because your condition might be different. So you cannot judge these herbs after other people. Do your research, and never, I don't think it's a good idea to ever try to drink too much herb at one time. I think it should go by dosage and measurement. I don't think you should just be drinking down a bunch of herb. I don't think it's a good idea. That's my opinion. But we got to take our health into our own hand. Fresh herb, fresh seasoning. You know, you're able to walk outside, even as a container, break some fresh seasoning out of your container, put them in your pot. Give your pot flavor. You know, we got to go to the store and we see a million different things. And, you know, we just taking them and shake them in our pot. We don't even know what's in these things. So observe what is happening today and don't take it for granted. This is something for us to learn from. This is something for us to pay attention. This is not something to just, if you notice, it's not just happening in one place, it's happening everywhere. But food security, it's important, guys. Food security, it's important. Yes, we don't like to come outside, we don't like to deal with the bugs, we don't like to deal with our hands in the dirt, we don't like to deal with many different things. But guys, when you talk about food, you know you need food, and you know your children need food, you know your family need food. And if you could provide it, why not? Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I'm going and take up some eddos now because I have an area down here where the eddo is pretty thick. So I'm gonna remove some of them and bring them in an area where we have more lights. So okay guys, this is what I'm talking about, guys. These are eddos and I have a lot of them just growing up in the garden. So some of them grow up where I have the peppers and these things spread. So what I'm actually trying to do, I'm trying to remove some of them and plant them somewhere else. I'm telling you guys, food security is important. When we could do without our shoes, when we could walk bare feet, we have to eat. Educate yourself. There's a lot of wild plants that grows that you can eat. Their leaf is very edible. Like for instance, when we talk about berries, the berries them that grows wild or even in your garden, the leaf them, you could use them and make tea. I see they selling raspberry leaf tea. You grow in a peach tree. The peach tree, you could use the peach tree leaf as tea. Lemon. I remember when we used to use lemon leaf, lemon bush for tea. I remember when we used to use lemon bush and scrub our skin with lemon bush. So if you don't have soap, if there's time you don't have soap, you could grab some lemon bush and scrub your skin with water. So we have to Start thinking logical. Not to say it's going to be like this forever, but you got to think about the future as well. And you got to think about the children's future. Yes, we understand time's going to be different. We understand machine going to be doing a lot of the work. Well, if machine is doing a lot of the work, think about what we will be doing and what the children would be doing. They need to know how to survive without these machines. And we understand because this is how we grow up. But these young children that come in, growing food, the way I grow food, not many people grow food like that today. Many people use a lot of different things that I wouldn't use. So a lot of people don't grow food like this, but because of this way I grow food, it make it difficult. When I say difficult, because you got to fight with the weeds. Some people walk through the garden and spray stuff. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I believe I'm damaging myself, not just the plant. So my thing is coming out when the plants them is young, when the plant them is baby, and putting the work. So when their root get developed, when they start growing, your work ease up. Now you move focusing on harvesting. So when the plant them grow and develop, even there's weeds growing between them, you ain't got to worry about that. But while they're young, while they're baby, you have to. Because these same weeds is what gonna take over your plant. So while they're young, get up in your garden and walk. So while they get older and mature and their root develop, they could fight the weeds for themselves. Their root is strong enough to suck the nutrients. At least get some. So the number one, the weeds, a lot of weeds release a lot of nutrients in the soil too. So your plants growing between the weeds, sometimes it helps. But the reason why I'm gonna say, come out in your garden now. Zone 8. They call in a zone 8. Yes. So it's all about gardening and it's all about studying each and every plant that you grow. It's all about knowing what they like, knowing which plant love water, knowing which plant prefer hot sun. These things is very important. Because you're not trying to grow a garden, especially when you're not in the tropical. You only have a very short growing season. So because you have that short growing season, you have to make sure you grow the plants that make sense to you, that can provide for you within that season. You don't want to grow crop that the frost gonna hit them before they could give you a harvest. That don't make any sense. All right, so I'm going on there next time. Okay, all right, El Paso, all right, all right. Okay, that's wonderful. So how the weather treating you? How the weather treating you in your zone? And now guys, I'm going down there again. Then I'm gonna give you guys a tour of how I clean up the garden. First, I want you to windy. Oh wow, very windy. Man, sorry to hear that. Right now, it's kind of raining right now, and I'm loving it because You know, the plants love the water. And I don't wet plants. The only time I wet plant is if I now transplant them and the sun is hot, I might wet them. After that, I don't wet plant. These plants survive. But there's a way you plant them. And there's a way you set up your soil. So moisture will always be in the soil. You make sure you plant them deep. God damn, I haven't seen rain in months. Ooh. Sometimes I get that kind of problem, especially in the summer. Sometimes I don't get rain. For rain, last summer was something else too. There wasn't no rain, man. The plants there was struggling. But this is why you come out when the plant is young, baby, and take care of them. So when all the type of weather, the heat start coming down, they already mature. And believe it or not, plant could adjust and deal with drought. A lot of plants could deal with drought. So look at the plants that grows well in your zone, that could produce in time for you to harvest. All right? So I'm going down there, clean up again, and I'll be right back. You see, a lot of people throw these away. A lot of people, when they go into their garden, they pull up the weeds, they throw them away. But I really don't think it's a good idea. As a matter of fact, let me give you guys some ideas. For the people who don't have the space, thank you. For the people who don't have the space, right? For the people who don't have the space, this same weed I was now showing you, you could get one of these containers, right? If you have the space, you could You could just create a area in a corner and just throw them. But I'm just giving you ideas. So during the spring, all is summer, right? All the weeds you take up, all the weeds you take up, what you do? You throw them in the container or in an area wherever you can. Now, these same weeds is we're gonna break down and able to use back in your raised bed or in your container. You see what I'm coming from? So this is how you save money, and this is also give you the opportunity of growing your food natural, using back the things from the land, from your garden, and turn it back into the soil. So this is how you save money. This is how you grow in natural garden. When people say natural garden, to me, if you tell me natural garden, that means you're not going and buy anything to put in your soil. You see where I'm coming from? You're using what you have around and you recycling basically what you have around. The leaf from the trees, recycle back in your soil. A tree limb might fall down from the ground, from a tree. That breakdown, you put that back in the soil. So basically what you're doing, you're creating a beautiful garden, a natural garden. This is why when you have a natural garden, you don't have too much problem. The reason why you don't have too much problem is because your garden is natural. You know, sometimes we use different things and we might believe that it's really helping with your eyes. For a moment, it might look like it's helping. But in the long run, is it helping? So this is things we got to look at, guys. You can, if you take your time and build your soil properly, it can last you a long, long time. Many of these weeds loaded with nutrients. Many of these weeds release nutrients in our soil. So you spraying them, I don't think is a good idea. Yes, it might be difficult because you might have to go to work, then you got to come home and go in your garden and clean up. You might be tired. I understand. But everybody got to do what they got to do. I can't tell you what to do. But I don't believe in spraying anything. That's why I come out early in the garden season. I walk my soil during the winter, fall into the winter, then in the spring is when I start preparing, getting ready to plant. So by the time April finish, the garden plant up already. May, I might just have a few things to plant. Now I'm sitting back and just waiting on harvest time. So sometimes I come in the garden, pull up 2 little weeds, throw them in a corner. This is how I do it, guys, and it works for me. But I don't know how it's gonna work for someone else, but it works for me. Yes. So I now plant some edibles. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you guys a little tour. But if you now come in the garden, what we was doing, we was talking about gardening, we was talking about different things, different plants. And all we do, we ask for you to hit the thumbs up. Support the channel by hitting the thumbs up. Because we actually try to teach and encourage others to grow something. Alright, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. If you have a phone, double tap the screen in order for you to hit the thumbs up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to walk you through. Just a little walkthrough, showing you this is going to be real information, what I'm going to be giving you. All right, so let's do this. All right, so right here we have an okra plant right here, young okra plant. We now had the rain, so I make sure I come and I soften the soil around them. And I even add a little soil to the bottom of their leaf. All right, so what I did here, I did something really great for this plant, especially with this type of rain that coming right now. The rain is not coming heavy, but what the rain is doing is dewing. And when the rain dew, what it do, it soak the soil. So what I'm doing here now, because I soften up the soil, what happening now, the water, it make it easier for the water go through and soak the root. So when the plant's roots soak, right? When the plant roots soak, what's gonna happen? The moisture gonna be down there for a long period of time. So if you don't get no rain within that period of time, within a week or two, this plant still gonna survive because it has some moisture down in its root. So these things is important. You want the soil to get softened. So the deeper the water go, is the softer the soil get. Easier for the roots of the plants. So if you see what I'm doing here, I'm actually adding soil around there right up to the bottom leaf. Right up to the bottom leaf. This is so important.
Sorry, I don't...
Okay, so basically, just like that, you see how beautiful they're looking already. All right? Okay. So in this area here, we have beans growing. These are beans. I think it's llama beans we have growing over there. Here we have peanuts growing. This is peanuts growing in this whole bed, go straight over there. I'm just giving you a small update, guys, because it's raining and I don't want the rain mess up my phone. These are basically onion that need clean out. The soil is really soft here, but the weeds them need cleaning out. So this thing is really, really important for a successful garden, guys. If you follow my channel, if you go back to my old videos, you're gonna see every year I have a successful garden. Every year I able to harvest in abundance. Last year we grew a 10-foot tall poblano pepper tree. The year before we grew an 8-foot bell pepper tree right in that area right there where you see all them bell pepper. Yes, and hopefully we're trying to get this year again. So what I'm doing here, guys, these things is important. I'm telling you, very important. Even though I don't even think it's necessary for me to pull these weed out of the onion, because very soon these onion will be at the point of harvesting. So it's not really necessary for me to even thinking about cleaning them out. This is potato, and this potato very soon is harvest time in these potato. Very soon. Once you see the leaves start turning yellow, yes, that's very soon. We're gonna be seeing these type of stuff. Over here, as you see, this is a hotbed we have here. We have celery going on here. We have different things, celery, catmint, rosemary. Down over there we have eggplant. We have a lot going too now, guys. We have a lot going. So when we come out here and we put in the work, man, we're grateful for the result we do get from our plant. So right here we have bell pepper growing here, and we also have a beet. I put a beet to grow around them, because we're gonna happen, these beets gonna be harvesting very soon, and the bell pepper now gonna just continue doing what it's doing. So these are bell pepper growing up right here. This is another bell pepper and it have a beet. This is another bell pepper and it have a beet. So at the same time, you have two crops growing at the same time in the same place. The only thing is one gonna be harvesting before the other. You understand? So once you harvest the beet, and the thing is the beet not gonna bother the pepper. Why? Because the pepper, if you notice, they already start picking height. Okay? They even already start producing pepper as well. You see, the pepper them already start picking height. They start getting tall already. They start picking height, and when you see them this beautiful color, you know they already catch. You know they catch and they're ready to perform. All right? This is bell pepper too. This one, if you notice, this thing loaded with pepper down inside here. Same thing with this one here. You know, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. But what I'm saying is, this is just to encourage others about food security and the importance of being self-sufficient. Self-sufficient is important because you don't have to depend on a person 100%, or anyone, or the food truck 100%, because you have something growing. Tomato, we have tomato growing. Tomato very soon, we're gonna be harvesting tomato, because we see they already start pushing flowers. So we have tomato, we have a bunch of eggplant, and these are squash we have growing here. Now these squash, very soon, these squash gonna start producing. Very soon, I'm telling you, very soon, these squash gonna start producing. This is another rough squash here. Then we have edos. What? We have edos growing all out there. You see, we just have edos shooting up everywhere. You see, these are edos just shooting up everywhere. So what we're doing now, we're removing, because we had some right here. This is a pepper right here, and this is a whole root of edo here. So I have to remove these and plant them somewhere else, because the pepper will not do well close to that bell pepper, close to these edos. It will not do well. So it's a lot. The truth is, guys, it's a lot of work. It's really a lot of work, but it's rewarded. And the truth is, guys, let me tell you this. Grow as much as you can handle. Please, grow as much as you could handle. You see me? I can handle this because I do this all the time. I grow as much as I could handle. It's very important to grow as much as you could handle because these plants require care, especially in their young stage. And if you can't give them that care in their young stage, you might end up losing a lot of them. All right, so I think taking care of them in the early part is the best thing you can do. Grow plants that can take care of themselves. Bell pepper, that's a plant basically could take care of itself. Once you get it growing like what we now show you down there, once you get the bell pepper in that stage, they actually can take care of themselves. So grow things that you can take care of and not things that gonna make you do extra things that you really don't want to do. Here we have cucumber and corn. We have cucumber and corn. All right. So this area here is where I'm digging up the headers them. And we have sweet potato here too. So I'm digging up the headers them and I'm replanting them in a different area because I don't want them to be too close to the peppers. So all this is food. So for the people who don't know about Edo, I think it's something you should really do a research on. I really think you should. It's a good plant, very much easy to maintain, and also it can feed you from the leaf, through the leaf, and also through the root. So once you plant this and you cover it, it's gonna start to sprout very soon. Then 6 months later, you're gonna be able to harvest from this. So we have squash growing up here, we have edos growing up here, we have sweet potato growing up here, we have okra growing up here, we have burdock on that bank. Listen to me, guys, I'm just trying to grow as much as I can. And you should do the same. You should do the same. We also growing fruit trees as well. We also growing fruit trees as well. So this is basically not, this is a fruit forest right here. And down to the bottom down here, same thing. Lots of fruit tree, guys. This video is to motivate. This is what this video about, guys. Is to motivate someone to get out there. Oh, these are some seedlings I got to plant. This is Jamaican. Hey, Marlene Roberts, how you doing? Marlena Roberts, what's up? Thank you for being here. Yes, these are some Jamaican callaloo. I'm getting ready to plant these in a minute. Yes, because it's raining and this is the best time to do this. Trust me. This is the best time to plant these things. But let me show you what's going on down here with these fruit trees. I'm not sure. This is a fig. This is a fig. Not sure if it's going to produce anything this year. This is another fig here. This is nectarine, which producing a lot of fruits. This is an apple. This is my grapes, which doing really well. This grape doing really well. Okay. And down to the bottom here, we have wild berry growing down here. We have squash growing down here. Oh man. And we have a plum tree loaded with plum growing down here. Blessings, guys. So what we're doing today, guys, we actually cleaning up today, and then we just relax ourselves for the rest of the day. Eat some nice fresh collard greens, and we're doing good. So this is it, guys. This is it for now. It's raining and I don't want to take it my phone and make my phone get wet in this rain. So I just want to say, guys, thank you all again for all the support. Appreciate you all. If you haven't hit the like button, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because you don't want to miss out on these type of, you don't want to miss out. You want to see the result. This is why I garden like this, guys. This is why I garden like this. Many people, you don't see their garden in this stage, these small stage. Thank you, Marlene Roberts. Thank you. Yes, many people, you don't see the garden in this stage because, I don't know, but I show from planting, I show while I'm up, while the plant is growing, I show how I'm taking care of them, and I show when it's harvest time. So at the end of the day, on this channel, you learning the whole process, and you also seeing the whole process at the same time. So let me see my banana. Hold on, hold on, hold on. My grapes them is, oh yeah, my grapes them is pushing a lot of grapes, boy. Oh yes. Them grapes is doing wonderful. All right. Look at my beautiful banana tree, guys. It finally shoot after all these years. It finally shoot. I do believe this one over there, I really believe this one gonna shoot too. The reason why I believe this one gonna produce, the reason why, is the same thing I see happen. Okay, let me see if I can show you the method here. You see this limb right here? Yes. You see this? Look at this limb right here. You see? It grow and it just dry off right there. Are you seeing this one right? Let me see if I can get something to show you. To touch it. I want to show you why I believe this. This limb right here, this one, if you notice, it grow and then the top just dry off. You notice? Watch it. And this same one wrong, this one does the same thing. You see? It grow and it just dry off, just like this one. So I believe this one gonna produce as well. I do, maybe I'm wrong, but I do believe, because I'm seeing the same method. And both of them is the same age. So I do believe this one might produce as well. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful even one produce. At least I know the method to make sure. I know what to do to get them to survive over the winter, that they could shoot the following year. So yes, guys, thank you all again. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. Happy gardening, everyone. Peace and love.